I don't know if you should probably sleep. Yeah, we can't sleep in the dungeon now, so we'll just have to continue on. Let's head to the right here. 4 crude chairs are arranged in a circle in the center of the room. At the center is a fire pit and a group of monsters roast pieces of meat on it. The monsters spot you and attack. Like there's these menacing eyes in the background. So here's a new enemy type, a bat. And what is this? Darkness. Enemies get +5 to initiative. Okay. Just hit the bat. That's a critical. Almost one-shotted. Yeah, so we can just hit it again. Frostbite him so he's stunned, and then we'll just melee him down. So we don't spend more magic on it. Alright, easy peasy. So let's continue in the dungeon here. There was a dead end, so we head back here, and then we head up here. The former use of this room is hard to determine. Now it's filled with trash, waste and bones. So there was nothing interesting there. There was a dead end. We'll head back down here and up north again. Upon entering this room, you are alerted by a sweet tune. A group of monsters are playing various instruments in perfect harmony, or they did until you arrived. So we interrupted the jam session, and it's dark, so they have more initiative. So they start out attacking. We get a counter strike in. So I guess we could block, soak up some damage, but it's not really necessary. We'll almost one-shot these guys. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend magic actually. Just hit them. We might need the magic later. So let's just spend 1 restoration spell on the warrior. So that should do it. So you got a beverage. You are inflicted with rage. Just take a look at the character tree. I wonder what the rage condition is. Probably we do more damage in a reckless stupor. Alright, let's explore more of the dungeon here. This place is being redecorated. A group of monsters are bashing and breaking containers of various sorts here, trying to find anything valuable. Suddenly, they notice you and attack. Yeah, so let's just use a fireball just for fun. Burn them a little bit. And then just melee them down. So our mage is almost down. We have to fix him with a restore spell. So another level here. So let's just pick the lay on hand spell. So we have 2 healing options. And for the mage, we'll pick Chain Lightning, so we have all of his spells. And then we'll continue. So let's head down here. At first glance, room seems to be empty, but it is not. You are attacked. It's just 2 guys again. We almost cleared out the dungeon. Yeah, so let's just melee these guys, they're not that hard anyway. There we go. So now we have a level here. This purchase can be useful. Restore 3 health to party and remove 1 random condition in case we need to heal the entire party. So let's just put a point into that. Oh, the warrior here. Repost seems to do a lot of damage because the warrior is taking almost all of the attacks. So let's just put a point more into that. And continue exploring. So we have to head back. And head into the final room here. 4 crew chairs are arranged in a circle in the center of the room. At the center is a fire pit and a group of monsters roast pieces of meat on it. The monsters spot you and attack. So it's the same setup again here. Just frostbite this guy. And power lunge this guy in the back row. Just to mix it up a little bit. So he just threw a knife. I hadn't seen that before. I'll just melee so we save some energy. So that was not the last room. On the floor of this room, you see several dozen small rusty darts. At the same time, you hear a click, but nothing happens. I was lucky. So let's head down here. In the corner of this otherwise empty room, you see a crude ladder. You decide to move to the next floor. This place is being redecorated. A group of monsters are bashing and breaking containers of various sorts here, trying to find anything valuable. Suddenly they notice you and attack. So 2 bats. So let's divine judge this one. Almost took it out, but not quite. So I just stun this one, so it doesn't do that much damage to it, and then I'll just melee it. Found some lettuce, and we can continue into this room here. The floor of this chamber is covered with sleeping mats and piles of straw. Your discussion about the classification of monsters alerts the guards. Yeah, that's happened before. Just 2 of these guys again. So we'll start with a cleave. No, that's not gonna hit the back row, so let's not do that. Let's just pummel strike this guy so he gets stunned. And then just melee him. So even if we hadn't stunned him, he wouldn't have had the chance to attack. We'll stun this guy also. Here's a big room. That might be what we're looking for. Let's head in there. Enter this room and are engulfed by a rain of shiny razor-sharp confetti. These small blades cut you badly. Blade trap. So we took a lot of damage there. Further ahead you see a gust of chilly air welcomes you to this empty room. The floor is slippery from frost. Suddenly a swirling portal appears in the center of the room and a group of monsters jump out of it. This is pretty bad. We also wounded. So now we need this purge. So we can restore 6 health to party members and remove up to 1 random condition. So that brings us back into the battle. So now I want to stun this guy with a pummel strike. I also want to stun the guy in the back row. just lay on hands on the paladin. And now we should be fine. So I might do another purge just to bring the health further up. And then we'll just melee these guys. As you move further into the room, at the center of the room you see a small puddle. The water in it seems very clear and has a magical glow. What do you do? Do you feel lucky, punk? Do you? Yeah, let's drink it. The water has a sweet taste that invites you to drink more and more. After a while you become a little drowsy. Ah, damn it. Shit. That is not the puddle that we were looking for. Let's move on. Let's head over here. This dark and damp chamber is filled with barrels and casks. You search the room and find some gems. Finally, some treasure. Red stones times 2, and that brings up health, so let's equip those. Let's give it to one for the paladin and one for the mage. There we go. Actually, is this a consumable? What if we give it to the warrior? Ah, it is a consumable. Okay, so I thought maybe it was a trinket. And we still cannot sleep here. We have to continue. I guess we could eat something to bring the health up, but I think we are okay for now. Let's just move on. On the wall of this chamber you see a beautiful tapestry of Big Town in all of its glory. Surprisingly, you notice that the picture updates every 5 seconds. Okay. Don't know how useful that was. Let's head over here. In this room you see a 2-foot high barricade cutting this room at half. The barricade is made of anything one can find, from a dungeon, rocks, armor pieces, dirt. In the trash you find something. A staff, plus 3 damage. That's pretty good. We'll give it to the mage, he doesn't have any. So now he has a staff. We head down here. You enter a room of beautiful landscapes painted on the walls. The scale and perspective of paintings give you slight vertigo. All of a sudden the floor opens under you and you fall into a huge pit. So there's a pit trap. Let's hope we do better than last time. I still took a lot of damage. We have to be careful that nobody dies. So now I'm gonna have to eat something, I think, with the paladin. Can eat this. So eat some more lettuce. Yeah. So I just want to be sure that nobody dies while we're dungeon crawling by getting hit in some unlucky way. So I think we're okay now to start the battles, and then we'll just heal them during the battle. Let's head down here. You see a dapper rogue sitting atop a chest. So now we found the chest, I think. Ninja feather, I presume. We have come to put a stop to your greedy ways. I don't know any ninjas, and you have it all wrong. The Paper Knight converted the chest to 2nd edition rules. Now we 1st edition characters are unable to even see the loot. If there's no loot here, go wait somewhere else. I may not be able to loot the chest, but I can take your stuff. Are you serious? You seemed like a nice guy, and then you have to go and ruin it? Alright, so we have to fight Mr. Fevil and his 2 rogues. So I guess we'll start the battle by burning them. with a well-placed fireball. And then we should smite them so they get infected with weakness. So I'm a little bit torn between either pommel striking or cleaving. So I really want to limit the times that they can hit us. So I guess I'll pommel strike this guy. So then I can cleave him next time. And we definitely have to heal so we don't lose someone. Maybe we should do a purge. Yeah, let's do a purge. And then I want to make sure that this guy, Mr. Ninja, doesn't hit anyone, so he's stunned. Let's do a guiding strike on this guy. So now would be a good time to cleave. Just take out this guy. So now it's only us and Mr. Ninja Fevel. So let's stun him if we can. And we are out of mana or energy on all of the characters pretty much, so we just have to melee him down. The mage still has enough to stun him. So let's just continue hitting him over the head with our axes and staffs. So there's victory and a lot of XP and a club and some gold. Excellent. I expected more from a ninja. So now we have to go back to a spawn point village to continue the quest. That's fine, let's do that. Let's travel there. So we found a secret. While traveling, a curious sparkle in the bushes catches your eye. Is it vampires? Facepalm. Upon closer inspection, you find a magical lamp. Rubs. Genie, freedom at long last. Give us 3 wishes already. Genie, kids these days, fine, but you'll get only one. I wish for magic. I wish for more wishes. I wish for pink tractor lights. I wish for gold. I sort of want more gold because I want another party member and I want better equipment. Here, take this. Seriously? What the hell? 1 gold. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that really helped. Alright, let's level up these guys. I think that one of the most interesting things that he has is the smite thing that will weaken the other ones. But I'm not sure that it will increase the weakness strength or the curse strength. So maybe putting more points into it is not that great if it just increases the damage that he does. Armor of Faith. When you're at 1% health, energy works as additional health and enemies take 3 damage when attacking you. Yeah, I want to use this so he'll have a better role as a tank. Put 1 more into that. And I've really spent a lot of time using Frostbite and Fireball. But the damage on Fireball is abysmal, so let's put another point into that. So we get 4 damage out of that. We also have this club. Is that better than something else we have? Well, it has a chance to stun. I don't know if it's better than this. think we'll just leave it at that. So let's get another party member. 250 gold. So the price seems to increase. Because it was much less last time I looked, I think. But I'm not sure. But we can't buy anyone then. It doesn't change the price to do any of this. So we need 250 gold, unfortunately. So we can either save up for the last party member, or we could shop. For some better equipment. Maybe we should buy some armor. If the more equipment we put on the character, the less energy the character will have to use for abilities. But the warriors are main tanks, so I think we should buy some armor. I'll buy this armor piece here. And then I'll not spend more money. I want to save up money for the last party member.